Can you guys? So I think you guys can hear me now, right? I heard that earlier on there were some mic problems which couldn't quite hear clearly. Is it? So hopefully the mic problem is resolved. Hopefully you guys can hear. Drop a comment in the section below. Let me know if you guys can hear me this time around. Earlier I heard that from some people that the audio is not. You guys can't hear the audio, so it's all right. So what I'm going to share with you guys today is how do you really position your information so that it's attractive to your car buyers and it suits your car buyers flow. So I just got a thumbs up that the audio works right now. So that's good news. Technology, right? Technology can be such confusing things nowadays. So let me just go to my slides. Thanks, man. Thanks for letting me know you can hear. So what I'm going to cover today is what information car buyers are looking for so that you can help them throughout that journey in making that decision to buy that car. At the same time, how do you structure it so that it flows together with the way car buyers need to see it to get them to get to the decision point of contacting you as a car dealer. Second one, how do you create more impact in your ads? Because at the end of the day itself, impact is so important for an online ad. You need to create a very strong first impression. Like what I mentioned yesterday, your first impression is your key to selling that car, to getting that lead. So you need to create a strong first impression. I'll talk a little bit about that as well. So before I go into the meat of this all, once again, a big shout out on July 15th, this month, just in 2 weeks time, dealership from iCar Suite is coming to you guys here in Malaysia. You will be getting iCar Suite and dealership. So your login is going to change. Your experience is going to change. It's going to give you an amazing brand new experience, a fresh look with the new dealership. So to find out more information about this, once again, do contact your account manager. Your account manager can help you out in finding out more information about this. So your account managers, I believe starting today, they've probably already started going out to see some of you guys to talk about this. So once again, do ask your account managers to find out more information about the dealership. So while I go on to the next slide as well, PIPP. So PIPP was something which I shared with you guys yesterday as well. But I do need to refresh this once again because PIPP is something which is absolutely critical for everyone. Irregardless of whether you're selling your car, PIPP is what you need to really look into when you're advertising. So yesterday we spoke about pictures. Today we are speaking about information. We're talking about how do we write something which is compelling enough to really get the attention of that car buyer. On tomorrow, we're going to talk about pricing and how do you price a vehicle to attract your car buyers. So all these three things put together, adding with the right positioning is where you're going to get your car in front of your audience. So without further ado, let's jump into information. So in terms of information-wise, we want to talk about coming up with quality information for our car buyers. There are three things you need to do. You must do these three things to be able to capture your car buyers' attention. The first thing is that your information which you provide your car buyers. So if you look on the left here, this is what information you usually provide your car buyers. So normally you fill up all these characters here, descriptions of all the vehicles and things like that. But it needs to have these three things. First one, it needs to captivate. So you need to be able to capture your car buyers' attention immediately as soon as they look at this ad. Second one is need to educate. When we talk about educating is that we need to provide car buyers information to help them decide to buy that car. So education is something, it could be just car specs, it could be the condition of the car, but it's to get them to know that this is the exact car they're currently looking at. So educate. The third one, it needs to be actionable. You need to be able to allow car buyers to take action on this advertisement. So to break it down even more, to captivate, we got the key pitch. To be able to educate, we have the information. And last one, to create action, we have a call for action. I'll go into a little bit more detail about this. I'll re-show this slide again and again and again during this whole deck itself. Because the first thing of all, which is the most important, is to create that key pitch for car buyers. I'll talk more detail about what key pitch is. Then you provide the information, which is providing your vehicle description, your payment plans, and the promotions of your current package. And last one, but not least, is call for action. I'll go into each of these individually. Now, the first one is the key pitch. So if you think about the key pitch, it's very much like your elevator pitch, which I spoke about yesterday, except for this key pitch actually shows up in your search description. So whenever people are searching for vehicles, they usually scroll down the search page, they browse one car, another car, another car, another car. They can see tons of cars in one page there, right? So this is where it's so important to be able to make sure that in this page itself, in this tiny column which you have here, you fill it in with as much information as you can. In this yellow box here, this is where your key pitch is. We know that car buyers, at the first glance itself, they will look at the price of the vehicle, right? They probably look at the title, so make sure that that's a specific car they want. But to find out the unique car, they're going to look at this tiny little box over here, and this is your key pitch. This is where you get to shout out about your vehicle. Make sure that you fill in why should they buy from the vehicle from you. So in the key pitch, this is your first impression to the car buyers. Now, I'm going to show you guys two techniques to this key pitch. The first one is really talking about scarcity. I'm finding it hard to pronounce that word. I'm actually so excited right now. But scarcity technique. Scarcity technique is a technique which is pretty commonly used and probably one of those more popular ones you can see out there today. You'll probably remember this during the early Xiaomi days. Just wondering, how many guys here are actually using Xiaomi phones? If you're using Xiaomi phones, I'm pretty sure you guys remember the early days of Xiaomi when they first came to Malaysia. They started doing this thing where if you want to buy a phone, you had to wait until midnight, and then only they'll release, let's say, 50 phones. And everybody will rush to buy that 50 phones. And, well, if you didn't make it today, you got to wait for another 2 more weeks. That's a scarcity technique, making sure that the supply is limited and there's a limited amount of time for you to make that purchase. So in your key pitch, one of the ways you can actually one of the ways you can attract people to make that purchase with your vehicle is to include a limited time promotion. So a lot of times we have promotions, but we don't have deadlines to it. So your key pitch, one of the things which you can actually include in it is to have a limited time promotion. This promotion ends on a specific date. So this tells the car buyer that, hey, I need to take action before this date to be eligible for that promotion. So bear in mind, please do put in your own promotion which has a limited time offering. The second one is the carrot and the stick. So carrot and the stick really talks about how do you create a want as well as getting away from a problem. A simple idea here is that if you think about somebody who is using public transport right now, and they want to buy a car. Why do they want to buy that car? Because they want to avoid the public transport. They want to avoid being in a bus full of people and getting the chance of getting COVID-19, right? So that is actually the stick. The stick is something, if you think about a horse in a race, the stick is what beats the horse and then the horse runs faster, right? If you put a carrot in front of the horse, the horse will run faster towards the carrot. So one you run away from, one you run towards to. And this is where it's, when you put something where it gives people value at the same time, something which they can avoid, which they don't want, it creates a push towards your specific vehicle. So an example just now, people who are taking public transport who are maybe looking at cars like Myvis and Sagas, maybe you can look into creating a key pitch which sounds along the lines of avoid the public transport and get your own vehicle today. So that is a key pitch which you can look into for your vehicles as well. So two techniques over there, scarcity as well as a carrot stick. Now, let's take a look into some of these key pitches a bit. I'm going to just increase the screen size here so that you guys can take a better look into this. I'm not sure, now looking at the screen, it looks quite small. I'm not sure you guys can see it well or not. Let me know if you guys can't see it that well. I'll try to read it out for you guys. So let's do a review of some of the key pitch which we have listed out over here on these few cars. These cars are some cars you can find on Carlist.my. So the first number one over here, the key pitch goes hashtag, #Nigo, hashtag, Ivan, **, hashtag, unregistered, hashtag, UK spec, hashtag twin turbo, hashtag 440 BHP, hashtag 21 SRIM. I'm not sure what that means. But so in terms of this key pitch itself, does it attract your attention? Does it get you excited to buy the car? Kind of, in a way, because I think as car buyers itself, if you look at this key pitch, the first thing which attracts my attention is that it's negotiable. It's something which I can still bargain, which means the price which is listed there, it's still something which I can bargain around with. But the thing which when I look at it is that there are a lot of wasted space, because every character here counts, and a lot of these characters which are listed here are wasted on hashtags and stars, which, well, it might look fancy in the description, but in this key pitch doesn't serve its purpose. So number one itself, yes, it creates that value. However, I believe that it can still bring in a lot more value if we don't use so much hashtags and all these stars to try and divert the attention from it. But good effort from this. So number two says 2011 Volkswagen 1.4 Auto TSI for sale. Now, this is kind of like repeating the same thing back you see in the title. It's kind of, well, if you're looking at it in this way, it's kind of repeating itself. So it doesn't really serve its purpose as a key pitch. Because imagine if you're saying you're selling ice kacang, and then after that, in your menu, you don't have the jagung, you don't have the kacang, you don't have everything. It's just ice kacang. So there's only one thing to order. People already know what you're going to order, right? So it's very important to just stick to, if you're trying to sell a car, key in informations which are attractive to car buyers in your key pitch instead of just repeating the title all over again. So please don't do this on your key pitch. Number three wise, I gotta wait for this thing to go away. Okay, number three says, welcome to Premium Auto Gallery Subang, Port Sky Park Terminal, email, and ... So in this case wise, very interesting. He's already introducing the brand right up front. In a way, it's great that you're introducing the brand up front. At the same time itself, and he also mentioned the location there so that people can actually find out the location. If you feel like that's your selling point, your location as well as your brand, by all means, you can key it inside your key pitch there. At the same time, I do think that there could be a lot more twist to it. You can still apply the carrot and the stick. You can still apply the scarcity technique. You can still apply adding promotions in your key pitch. Number four itself, we have WhatsApp, and then ... and then handphone dash. So again, wasted space. So once again, it's very important to make use of this space efficiently. When you're putting up a key pitch out there to reach out to your car buyers, it's very important to make sure that your first sentences here in your key pitch does add value to your customers when they're looking at the ad. So this is where add your promotion, add your limited time promotions, add your carrot and the stick, attract your car buyers right off the bat as soon as they are on the search page itself. So key pitch wise, you can use it to describe the features, what you offer, what's special about you. So that's the key pitch. That is actually the first few characters which you include in your description when creating a car ad. And we actually display that out on our search page. So that's so important for you to really start using that to capture your car buyers' attention right away. Don't wait until they come into your page, but capture their attention right on the search page. Because if you remember, even on the search page, there is also the WhatsApp and call button, which car buyers can already contact you with, even without going to the details page. So your key pitch is so important. So in terms of description-wise, once again, there's a comparison between a long description and a short description. When you talk about something which is a long description itself, a lot of times people might think that, hey, I don't need to key in so much information. But if you compare it to something really short and which doesn't have much information, how confident are you in buying something where the seller didn't put in the amount of effort compared to other dealers in terms of selling that car? So the description which you put in shows and reflects on your effort whenever you want to sell that car. And if you're putting in a complete set of information for the car buyer to help them decide to buy that car, it does build a lot of trust. So once again, we allow car dealers to enter up to 7,000 characters. 7,000 characters, that's a lot of characters, which you can actually put inside your car ad. And make use of that 7,000 characters, because that 7,000 characters is able to help you provide information to the car buyer and get them to build up that trust with you. So same thing which I mentioned yesterday, provide information, focus on the why, how, and what, and be authentic in it. Be real. Say what is true and mean it. Now, these are some of the things which we noticed that used car and new car buyers look at differently. They do want different information, but in particular, used car-wise, car buyers tend to lean towards the car condition, because we all know, right? Every single car is unique. Every single car which is in the used car market has their own special mileage, every special scratch, and part of this builds the character of the vehicle. A lot of times people tend to try to hide all this information, and well, it kind of makes it feel as if too good to be true, right? So this is where, as much as we live in a generation where people who see the vehicle which is badly damaged, they're not going to buy it, but people also do want that balance where they want to be able to see that that vehicle is something which is real. So if you're putting up a car photo and the car looks perfect, well, yes, it's going to attract a lot of attention. At the same time, if you're going to the shop and the car is not perfect, it's going to create a bad impression for a car buyer. So it's so important, if you say there's any imperfections about a car, do highlight it even before the car buyer visits the showroom, or at least mention it out. If the car is perfect, by all means, right? Just put the perfect car out there, and then after that, when they come in, the car buyers are still going to be satisfied from it. We also do allow for dealers to upload your car registration card. Now, I do understand that there are a lot of private and confidential information out there. This is where it's so critical that there's some information you can actually remove it out. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already have a smartphone. Everyone has a smartphone, right? You guys can just go to the gallery in your phone and just blank out the information which you want to, or you can actually go to our dealer portal. When you upload it, we actually allow you to actually hide all these informations as well. So once again, these are things which actually help build trust with your car buyer. So part of building that trust with your car buyer, when someone looks at the car registration card, they are assured that this is a car which has the correct year, it's the correct variant, and it helps them make that decision to buy that car. So going back to our very first day on Monday, we spoke about how 2 out of 3 car buyers make that decision to buy the car online. So if you're able to reassure the car buyer that this is the car which you are selling and it is a genuine car, it helps reassure the car buyer to make the decision online and give you that call. So upload your car registration card as well. So just a little bit over here. So the CTRs, when we actually compare to see the CTRs between listings with or without car registration card, listing with car registration card actually received 32% more CTR. So click to review, 32% people more clicking on the phone numbers for dealers with the car registration card. So pretty cool fact. So if you've not uploaded your car registration card yet, do try it out. There's a tool inside the dealership to hide that the private details, or you can do it on your mobile app. It's completely fine, whichever it is, but it helps build that trust with car buyers. Now, call for action. Call for action really speaks about what action you need to take after seeing this ad. After you've already prepared all this information, you've given the car buyer a key pitch, you've already pitched to them why should they buy from you, you've already gotten their attention. The next part goes to the information where we talk about the vehicle descriptions, the payment plan, the promotions. These are things which you need to provide the car buyer as well. I know I've heard from some car dealers who says that, hey, the car buyer already know what specific car they want to buy, so why should they still bother about, all this information? Why should I bother filling in all this information? The car buyer already knows. Well, the thing here is that even as much as the car buyer already knows this information, it reassures them about this is what they are going to buy. So reassuring them builds trust. And that is the key word I've been highlighting today. Trust is so important. So once again, even though some of this information might not be available out there, might not be some of this information is already out there in the market. Might not be, it's already out there in the market, but still do provide them again to your car buyers to help them make that decision to buy that car from you. Payment plan, well, everybody got different panel banks, right? So this is where highlight your payment plans as well. And the promotions always do show that you got a promotion. I mean, if you think about it, if you go inside a shopping mall and then you see that the shop doesn't have a sale, chances of you entering is like, maybe. But if you're going to highlight your promotions, if there's like a 50% sale outside at the door of the shop, you're immediately going to go inside and just window shop, and who knows, you're going to buy something after that. So promotions is something which you can highlight as well. Your free gift, your vouchers, your discounts, whichever it is, or like one of the ads earlier, is the car ad negotiable, right? And last one to always add in is call for action. So as much as we provide all this information, right, we give them a key page, we get all their attention, and we give them all this information. The most important part is actually right at the bottom. So after they view everything, the next thing is that we need to tell car buyers what to do. If they're just looking at ad blindly, it's very easy for them to just click back or go to another ad, right? But if you really want to get their attention, tell them what to do. Tell them that call now to drive home your dream car. Give them an action. Click on the yellow button on the top right to call us now, or WhatsApp us immediately to find out what's the best price for this vehicle. So end it with a call for action so that the car buyer, after getting all the information, is then ready to take the next step of contacting you as a car dealer. So once again, that's about it for the information part. If you guys got any thoughts or more information about this, do let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Once information itself, it's something which is very interesting. It's something which we can expand on and we can really grow into a lot deeper. There's so many things which I would love to share with you guys, but time is really short. It's going to be 2:30 really soon. But let me just include a last shout out here for dealerships. So once again, dealership is coming to you guys really, really soon. July 15, dealerships coming to you guys. So account managers who are out there with you guys today, do ask them what is dealership. For those of you who don't have an account manager with you today, just drop them a call or call Carlist.my and we will attend to you and share with you guys more about what dealership is. But let me just give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek again. So yesterday I gave you guys a sneak peek about one of the new features which we are having for the dealership, the magic link. So a new way to log in using the magic link. Now I'm going to share you guys a little bit about the insights which we have for the new dealerships. So the new dealership listings will all look like this. So you see that you have a more simplified view. At the same time, at the bottom here, there is a show insights details. This is where you're going to get all your graphs and charts, which you absolutely love to help you guys make that decision on what action to do for your listings. Now we've help hidden that a little bit so that we don't clutter up the whole information here. At the same time, once you click this, immediately your graph will pop up, and we've broken it down into line graphs and bar charts so that it's a lot easier for you guys to see. Previously, it was all just lines and lines and lines. Yeah, I think sometimes when it overlaps with each other, it becomes difficult to see. So now we've separated it into bar charts and line charts, and we've given you guys more distinctive color so that you guys can be able to see this chart better and hopefully make better decisions when advertising your car with us. So that's all for today's session. Once again, thank you guys for your time. I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about pricing. So that's a very, very tricky and interesting topic to talk about. If you guys like this video, drop a comment down below. Tell me what you enjoyed about it. At the same time, do let me know your thoughts and what you guys want to find out more about iCar Academy. So thank you guys. See you guys in the next video. See you guys.